To look into the eyes of a wolf is to see your soul. Just be sure something you want to view is there. Absolutely. Happy Wednesday to you, everyone. I'm going to be going over with you today a viewer question that was sent to me. So here's the question. How can I properly correct my dog for staring at me? How can I properly correct my dog for staring at me so he knows I am the alpha and that eye contact with me is not a good idea? Okay, first of all, don't do that. Don't do that. In short, don't do that. Because actually, eye contact is desired. It is. Eye contact with humans and with our dogs comes in two forms. One is observational. I'm just watching. I'm taking in. I'm trying to pick up what you're trying to put down. I'm just observing. And when you own an animal who doesn't have your language, the ability to talk to you, the ability to send you a text or an email, they're going to watch you. They're looking at you for direction. What are you doing? What are you about to do? I want to be able to anticipate. I wish to respond correctly. They're observing. These are animals who take advantage of any opportunity that's presented to them. Any opportunity. And therefore, if I watch you, I might be ready to go. Otherwise, I could miss that opportunity. Eye contact is also to influence your behavior. You bet. Eye contact will influence your behavior. Have you ever seen a dog just stare directly back at you right when it was hovering over that bone? Yeah, but eye contact alone isn't going to influence your behavior. It's all the other stuff that comes with it. That taunt stance, those muscles twitching, that tail set. Where are those ears? Do I have hackles up? Am I showing my teeth? Yeah, all of that is taken into account. Not just a stare. Yeah, sometimes you can get that crescent moon out the corner of the eye, but again, the animal is taunt, ready to spring into action. Me? We've been talking the last couple of days about focus. I want my dog to look at me. When my dog is looking away from me, when I'm trying to influence his behavior, I am going to look at it. Unless it's somewhere where I can't see it, then I'm just going to call the dog to me. But as soon as the dog comes within my view, I'm going to do everything that I can to influence his behavior. And I don't stand there just statue still. I'm going, come, sit, down, stay. All sorts of things so the animal can pull all of those signals in together. But if I'm looking at them, especially if I own multiple dogs, then it's easier for them to discern, am I talking to you or that one? Or little Dave over there. Where did Poe go? There you go. I'm looking at Poe now. Yeah, it's the same with us. Eye contact is desired. You ever talk to the back of someone's head? Do you want to talk to the back of their head? Yeah. What they tell you in interviews? Make eye contact. Don't look away. Don't look away. So if we live by that, we are given that kind of advice, why would we ever want to correct our dogs for staring at us? Well, I will tell you why. He gave it away in his question. Because there's a lot of information, and I've been over that before, out there on the internet and being passed around from family, friends, professionals, you name it. A lot of misinformation regarding animal behavior. And somewhere a long time ago, someone said, if you stare at your dog and you make them look away, if they say uncle, they look away, that's you being the boss. They're submitting to you by looking away. Technically, that's known as aggression deference. If you're staring at me that hard, not moving, face being tight, maybe leaning in my direction a little bit. Yeah, all that's taken in together by your dog is, Okay, don't know quite what I did, but just so you know, I'm not a problem to you. And if you keep doing that, that is the quickest and surest way I know of to make sure that your dog never looks in your direction. Remember, I said it before, winners win, losers lose. And that goes with every behavior you're trying to instill in your dog. You stare at me, I correct you, and I stare at you when you're not doing anything until you look away and say, Uncle, it's done. Then don't ask your dog to look in your direction for any guidance from you, from any soon-to-be submitted or transmitted signal. They won't. They're smart. Hey, don't look at Bryan, because when you look at Bryan, you get in trouble. And also, when I'm just minding my own business, Bryan stares at me and makes me a little bit uneasy. So I think I'll just go camp out in that other room over there. So there goes your relationship with your dog. You're causing a bunch of undue stress. So guys, keep in mind, dogs do stare at us. We want them to stare at us. We want them. We can pull in all the other information. There's a difference between staring at me like, hey, dude, we going to do something? You eating the ball? What are we doing? What are you about to do? Are we about to eat? Did I just see you get ready to shut the lid on that laptop? I think it's time to eat, isn't it? Yeah, they're studying. Again, you would. I snap my fingers right now. And you wind up in some country that you have no clue what the language is, no clue what the customs are, don't even really know where you are. You're going to do a lot of staring. I guarantee you will. And if you start acting all crazy, people are going to stare back at you because they're observing you. So keep in mind, looking in your direction comes in both observational form. I'm learning. I'm trying to pick up if you're sending me a signal. I'm trying to interpret it so I can properly respond to it. And then there's influence. I'm trying to influence your behavior. Our dogs will stare at us outside of aggression just to influence our behavior. If I look at you long enough, time to eat, time to eat, time to eat. Yeah, you can do it. I've been writing, I've been busy, and all of a sudden I've looked down and gone, yeah, you can feel it. You can feel when they're staring at you. But it's not aggression. They are trying to influence my behavior. So that's the other part, observational and influence. And now you need to take into account everything else that's going on to determine what is the purpose of that stare, because that is a signal. That is a signal to you so that you can respond properly. I mean, signals happen all the time. I'm going to take this picture here, make it a little bit smaller here, so I can now slide over to the next one. There we go. Look at that. Look at the little guy right here. Look at those eyes. So the big guy over here, he's going, what are you? Are you actually a dog? Or are you a mouse? Who knows what's going on in his brain? But nevertheless, look at the little dog. Look at those eyes all wide. I'll see if I can blow it up there. Look at that. That's part of life. This is how you communicate. It's one of the first steps in communication is just looking in that direction. Yeah, when a wolf comes back into camp, the other members look up real quickly and they stare at the approaching wolf. Hey, did you bring back anything to eat? Do you have anything? Do you have good news for us? Are we going on a hunt later on? Wait a minute. Are you coming to me? Are you looking at me? You're not looking at the guy over here? Welcome to group living. Covered that before as well. So again, not anything to be afraid of, but again, if we sit there, let me make this a little bit smaller. There we go. I'll slide over this picture here. Take a look at that. Let me blow that up some. Wow. Eyes can tell a whole lot. Take a look at that. Look at that face. So again, what do you think's being said by that person without actually saying a word? Look at those eyes. Yeah, it's when you depend upon your vision more than any other sense, welcome to staring at your world. That's what we do. That's what we should do. And that's why we'd be more handicapped by loss of our vision in any other sense. Yeah, you got to have it. I mean, you can tell so much from that look. So much. So guys, and my viewer who wrote that question in, please don't correct your dog for staring at you. If I've ever corrected a dog for staring at anything, it was definitely for something that wasn't me. Meaning, I have you maybe in a sit, and all you want to do is just keep looking over there. Just keep looking over there. Pay me no mind whatsoever. I don't mean anything at that moment. So yeah, maybe I'll say heel and exit stage right. Gone. After a few of those, most dogs, as I told you yesterday in yesterday's video, they'll start to put their paw on your foot so they can guess when you're leaving without having to take a look at you. Focus requires attention. And we as trainers must always concentrate on gaining our dog's attention. So looking at you is a benefit. Yeah, it tells a whole lot about the story, so never correct it. You must motivate the animal. Why would you want to do what I need you to do? And do you have the cognition? Do you have the ability to interpret, to learn the response to my signals? Or is it just too much for you at this time in your life? Or did I go a little bit too fast? But it all starts with the eyes. Always. So guys, never correct that. In fact, encourage it. When I have dogs looking at me in training, I'll reward them just for that. I don't know if they get it that, hey, just look at Bryan long enough and he'll become a vending machine. Some of them figure that out. You bet. I want that and you want that. So don't discourage it. Do not correct it. All right, guys, starting tomorrow, I'm going to do a little mini series on our aging dogs. What happens to our dogs when they age? Yeah, I'm going to do that because tomorrow's my birthday and I'm like Chief Dan George in that movie with Clint Eastwood years ago called The Outlaw Josie Wells when he said, I feel old age creeping up on me. Yeah, if you live long enough, old age is going to creep up on you, going to creep up on me. Although I'm trying to make old age do a place. Hey, stay, place. Do my best, but I don't know how long it'll work, how long they'll be able to do that. But guys, old age will creep up on you, creep up on me, and it will certainly creep up on your dog if it lives long enough. And a myriad of conditions come with it. Old age does not travel by itself. It brings with it some guest. It brings with it baggage. And as long as you are aware of that, you can do a whole lot to stave off some of that old age or the effects of it so that you can enjoy your dog longer and your dog will certainly enjoy its life longer. So stay tuned for those episodes. Really important that you understand the aging process in your dog. All right, that's it. Speaking of age, this video has gone long enough. I think you got my point about staring at you. I'll be checking you guys out tomorrow. If you found this information beneficial, please do me a favor and share it. Please do. And if you have a question or a request for a video, send it in. I'll do my best to cover it for you. All right, guys, enjoy.